always recommending KJ videos.
It's been a while since I watched one. I should go back and like I bet I would pick up new tidbits because it's when as you like get better at something and you understand it better. Uh, I think the first few times that I watched him, it was I was probably still too like fresh to totally understand everything. Now I'd be like, oh yeah, like, I could be doing that and saving so much time.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's like you're always saying like the hotkeys are key.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you. I've never tried to do Blender without hotkeys, but I don't know. Could you do it? I guess you could probably. Yeah, you could, but boy, that'd be like walking through mud. You would not want to do that on purpose.
Yeah.
That'd be like a community challenge for like Decentraland Survivor. Like create a 3D GLB, but you can't use hotkeys. Be like, no.
Okay, okay. I mean, I think we can get some content out of this. I like the concept. I like that the creative juices are flowing. Um, Good morning, Rustan. Good to see you, my brother. Okay, so I got the YouTube going, I got the stream going in Decentraland. I has I has the streams going everywhere else. I see Future in the house in on Decentraland. Good morning to you. And I mean, yeah. Oh, okay. So can I, I don't know if the recording from the all hands meeting is out just yet, but I did want to I don't want to put you on the spot, but I want to ask because like I was kind of like just at work for the first hour. Was there any super interesting announcements or anything that you found super interesting from the first hour of the all hands?
Oh man, you're gonna put me on the spot for sure. I think I felt like it was one of the best all hands that we've had yet. Like just as far as like shipping stuff and like productivity, nothing like glamorous and super sparkly, but like a lot of just um, like utility items. Gosh, like the first, yeah, I'm a teacher too. So the first part, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're giving away so many scholarships. So only teachers think that that's cool. They're like excited. Oh, and I think the deadline for that Maynara one might have passed, but I think it was a $12,000 scholarship to like a Web3, uh, you know, kind of a course, which is amazing because if somebody wanted to better themselves, oh, there's Dana. Dana could probably fill in the details. Um, if you want to like go dive further in Web3, and you're like, I'm going to go to my local community college and get the latest, the best and the brightest on blockchain tech, I think you're probably going to strike out. So these online courses right now probably are, some of the most efficient ways to like supercharge your track if that's the way you're heading. So that was really cool. And then the SheFi scholarships. I am so happy that we've got some friends, Mary Shark and Crypto Angel, got the Decentraland scholarships, and then Hayabusa and myself. Like I didn't know there was a scholarship, so I just applied because I was gonna apply. I've been like ever since February. Like I'm gonna try to get on the next one. We'll see. Um, but yeah, so Hayabusa and myself are also part of it, which is really, really cool. And hopefully we can be not awkward in class and be those people in the back, like, you know, that the teacher's like, what are you, quiet. But it's probably a Zoom class that doesn't allow you to do that. Um, yeah, those were pretty cool takeaways. Oh man, I'm okay. My mind is drawing a blank. There was a lot of like technical nuts and bolts stuff. Um, the I also talk a lot in chat as I'm listening to it, so I'm like, dang it! So now you're paying the price because you're like, what did they say? Like, you can see
Ah.
how you, you can see how I got through college. Like, guys, what did the teacher just say? But no, there was this cool spider that they showed us. It was just an example of something, but it looks like you could take that tech and do so much with it. And it was like kind of following an avatar with a light behind it. And I don't know the technical names for it, but it's just like a different lighting effect that is really, really cool. Let's see, what else? What else? Referrals. Referrals are on the way, and I think that's going to be really neat, especially like our ambassadors, held real life events in the past. Like if you could do that and have some kind of incentive for people to log in. I think if people are doing like IRL concerts or like like the ones that Stony Eye have done before, like go to art gallery, have a concert, and then imagine like everybody that's there signs up and has that'd be really cool. Those people that are not afraid to go do real life events are gonna be like cha-ching. Cough cough, Mariana. Cough cough. Mariana would be so good for that. Um yeah, they're cooking. What else? What else? I think
But
the career quest. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say the cooks are in the kitchen, and I mean, I also did want to, um, extend the question to anyone that is in the listeners that may have attended the all hands of like what was their favorite takeaway from it, and yeah, and also fill me in on the first hour, guys. I need the juice.
Okay, Dana says in chat you can still apply. So that now I want to apply. Oh yeah, like we should all apply just to like practice like getting like doing that. I don't know, like because I my first thought is like, oh, I'm not smart enough to do that, and then I have to like kill those voices and be like, nope, shut up, you could do this. So yeah.
Oh, what, you don't want to write a 10 page essay about your most intriguing experience on a vacation? Uh, yeah.
That'd be okay. I would. I've got my computer. I don't know if I'm gonna have power for very long, and then like the place I'm going, the power is in one building, so then you have to take your device and like charge it there. And so I could probably get like, I could probably get some. Yeah, actually, I should do that. Find out what the deadline is. Find out what you have to do to apply, and then I can write my thesis out in the woods. Morning, Rooster.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. You have a British accent, but we can hear you.
I missed the all hands, but I saw the replay. The replay is live on YouTube, and it's like an hour and 40 minutes, something like that. And I watched the whole thing. It was really cool. I liked. I think my favorite thing that I saw on it was the time of day thing, which is not out yet. I was like, I immediately wanted to add that as soon as I saw it, but I guess it's coming in like 2 or 3 weeks. But you can control the time of day on parcels. And I notice it's like already, I don't know, on my client, it's kind of broken. If I set my preferred time of day on my parcel and then I leave my parcel, it goes back to auto. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. But so I'm looking forward to controlling the time of day on my scenes. And then the lights are pretty cool. That's going to be cool for creating like a haunted attraction. But the spider you were talking about, that's been around for a while. That like block runners used to use the spider for some of their wow, I forgot what it was that they made. They made those games on their scenes that people could collect the NFTs and then sort of earn, and it was like robots, all sorts of robots. And one of the ways you can earn was by attacking the backside of the spider, but it was hard to get to the back of it because it's always looking at you, you know. But yeah, so that's been around, but it was cool to see it with the light on it and the shadows that it created as a result. And then there was like a number of other things that Nico skimmed through, and you could see the talking points on the word or the screenshot with talking about what he's talking about, and he just kind of skipped a lot of it because of time. But it looks like there's a lot of stuff coming that they didn't really talk about. So it's worth watching the all hands.
Yeah, I think I don't know. It is like first thing in the morning for us on the West Coast. I'm going to blame the coffee, the lack of coffee. But it is always nice just to rewatch it, because then if you're hearing something for the first time, you're like, huh, like what does that do? But then to kind of see like more in depth what it can do and then how you can apply it, because like for you on Khazar to be able to turn that into night mode, that's like a necessity. It's like a cardinal sin to be at Khazar and be like, oh, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon lighting. Like that's always the worst, when you realize that you're on day mode at like some scene that should be experienced at night. So that, especially for yours, is really cool that you can control that.
Yeah, but also at the same time, I wonder how it's going to work. I would love to have control of the day of time when people enter the scene, but if they don't want it to be that time, I want them to be able to change it. So I wonder if no matter what it overrides, or will the users be able to change it even if it's already set.
Yeah. Or it'd be cool to have like a range of time, because I like it not quite dark, but when the sky is purple, like a little bit before sun,
Right.
so and then if it's like midnight for everybody, then all the pictures are going to look the same. It's like
Yeah.
it's kind of cool to give people a little
But
bit of.
there's nothing worse than having a party and Sin streaming in broad daylight.
He would never do that though, right? That'd be like a
every single time, and I have to say Sin night mode.
It's true.
just a cat. He just likes daytime. It's just easier on his eyes.
And there were a number of other things that were really interesting in the all hands. I forget a lot of them off the top of my head now, but also the question and answer section was really nice. There were a lot of questions, and it went on for a while, and there were some really good ones and good takeaways and stuff. So I highly recommend everyone check that out.
Yeah, I love that they do that, and I think it helps like get excited about things in the future, like the events. I don't know, like Halloween. I know only like a few of us in Hobby Lobby think about like Halloween this time of year and Christmas, but it is nice to like start planning that ahead of time. And so when they kind of give these like broad ideas of what's going on, it's more like, okay, we should like shoot for that and plan something that far out, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm already realizing that I need to get to work on that stuff.
That's kind of what I was saying, basically. It's like Rustan. Halloween is July, is August, September, October. 3 months. 3 months is not a lot of time in the building world.
It is not. Before I know it, I'm going to be like, shoot, I don't have enough time.
Ooh.
All right. You just block out your calendar. Nothing else, Rustan. Like you've been talking about this for years. We want to manifest it. We want to make it happen.
I'm trying to think if whether we need to summon one exist or take it on ourselves, but like even like have like a little Halloween like multi-parcel kind of thing like the egg hunt was. Find the ghost or something like that.
Yeah, well, there's going to be I think there's going to be a main event, like a Decentraland Foundation event. So I'm not sure, yeah, like if the community wants to do an event like before or after. I'm not sure, does it fall right on Halloween? Like it would be kind of cool if it wasn't directly on Halloween, just for anybody that still trick or treats out there, but maybe like a range of time.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm always handling trick or treaters on Halloween at my house.
Oh, I mean
We see how you handle them. For anybody that doesn't know, Rustan just makes them, traumatizes them, basically.
I do. I do. But it's to the point now where people come back now just to see me. And they're like, oh, I'm so happy to see you again this year.
Well, and you give away whole cases of candy bars at a time, right?
Yeah, I give the full size Hershey bars One time I had this group of kids, so I dress up as Jason Voorhees. I had this group of 10 kids come in, and I'm handing each of them full size candy bars. And the last one's like, Michael Myers is better. And I give him a little tiny fun size Hershey bar.
Oh my gosh. See, Rustan is like, they're coming back to see me, and I'm giving away full size candy bars. I hate to be the one to break it to you, Rustan, but they might be using you for your full size candy bars.
That's fine.
Yes, but don't you dare talk shit of whatever the theme is this year, or you'll get a small one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the small ones are for the people that come with no costumes.
Ah, I see it. Oh, poor kid. Let's take a look here. See, I see a few listeners like Shorty and Brittany. Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon, Toxic Waifu. There is Ethereal Punks. Welcome, welcome. And who else? We got Kenji in the house. Hello, Kenji. Fancy, so nice to see you. Meta Wolf, hello, hello, hello. Love you all. Thank you for being here. And Maki just climbed up my leg uh, to gain a vantage point for hunting, I think.
What is she hunting?
My patience. Yeah, no, it's all good. She likes to, like, I don't know, I guess, like, when I don't pay attention, she likes to get on my desk. And she figured out that she's now big enough and strong enough to like jump and like just barely be able to like climb up my computer chair, and then she'll like climb up to my desk or my multiple desks through there.
You you need to make her own little like workstation. Like get a little tiny computer and a little tiny chair, a little tiny like boba drink.
Oh, are you saying this is like a cat scenario here? How, like, when your cat's on your laptop, you give it a little laptop of its own because he's just mimicking you, and
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, and she's got work to do. I mean, she's a ferret, but that doesn't mean that she's not, capable of her own free thought and like she might want to do some social media-ing. So, don't
oh,
take that
don't.
away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't give me ideas here. She could become famous. She's cute enough. Um,
I already told you you could have ferret coin. You could have a little backdrop, have a 24-hour live cam, and stream her live into Decentraland. She could be the world's first decentralized ferret, and then everybody could buy her coin, and then like get tokenization of her social media. There, there's, I mean, don't get me started on house cows and
you,
social.
you're saying this, and it could possibly be a joke, but I'm like thinking about this here like a little more. Maybe she needs to start producing a little money so I can get her a big habitat, maybe something fancy. But anyway, um, maybe it's a good way for me to stock my ferret while I'm at work. Just have a 24-hour ferret cam going.
Yeah, and if you're gonna watch her, let all of us watch her. Like, don't you think there'd be some people that would just go chill on Parcel and Maki could be there sleeping, and you could just be like, oh, and put like some like Decentraland swag in the background, like get her some little, I don't know, those sleeping bag and Decentraland colors.
I'll get her a bucket hat and she can sleep in it.
She could be a non-fungible ferret, an NFF or NFW. NSFW, not safe for weasel. Maybe not that. Okay. I don't know.
Yes, yes, yes. All the ideas are flowing. They're all flowing in here. If anyone else has any thoughts on how to create a non-fungible ferret, um, mint Maki into the block. She's over here like looking at me like, are you talking about me? Like, what's going on?
You could have like procedural generation of Maki, like the ferret NFT. You could have like little ferret characters. There could be like the Rustan character. Like there's so much potential just to take like a ferret and make it cool. Like I mean, when like SpongeTron NFT, where it's like you get your traits and there's like different sponges that are like, oh gosh, Toxic's probably like we're doing that quiet. But like you could take anything and make it work.
Most definitely taking notes here. Non-fungible ferrets may be coming soon. Uh, but um, so I kind of looked over at my Discord, and my I noticed that I had a message from my good friend Mr. J Stickle, and it reminded me about all the cool stuff that he's been doing most recently. Like he's opened up the like access to that like amazing screen that he has on Meta One Design headquarters. So like now anyone could deploy the curved screen on their land, and I do believe it may come with like added stuff like the guide feature that he has in the on the bottom left of the screen and or bottom right and stuff like that. So, and most of all, most important of all, I've had the chance to chat with him recently, and he is just so excited and happy to like be doing this. Like he's saying that it's like been his therapy. Like he took the whole month off for this, and he's happy.
Oh, that is awesome. And I think for anybody that doesn't know, Mr. J Stickle has open sourced like basically the build the Beyond the NFT is on. Is that the way I understand it? With the build, the tech.
Oh,
If you want that, you can download it and just have it.
I'm not sure if it's like the entire build yet, or if it's like the curved screen and kind of like a starter kit. Kind of
Yeah,
and
that would make sense. That it's like the components, not the actual build.
yes. Okay. Yep, components. I'm looking at the message right now. It's like a GitHub, his GitHub Meta One Designs, and it says Meta One M1D component starter scene.
And the nice thing with that is that well, all of the tech that he's putting into having those buttons where you can push the button and it plays what does it do? It has like different playlists because Beyond the NFT is on there. Is that right? And like
Yes.
different YouTube tutorials.
I
Yeah.
I don't
So
know how he does the tutorial. Well, actually, I know that they're like on Vimeo and stuff like that, but I think like the tutorial wall maybe like something different than like the guide. Like could be similar but different. Like for example, like the guide only shows like the is like set up for like people that may have videos or their live streams on that bottom guide, but then the wall is like um kind of like the same, but you're like, clicking on it from like the actual Decentraland wall. I don't know. Maybe it's all the same and I'm just rambling here.
well, one way or another, that is really cool because that's, I mean, very, very cool tech that he could keep to himself and he's like freely giving it out. And I like just last year, him and I did a weekly like tutorial series where he basically tried to show me what to do in the SDK. And I think he's a really good teacher. And I'm gonna volunteer that he'll like probably answer any questions you have if you do choose to do it and need help. Like he's probably gonna be happy to help you. I don't know. Maybe it'll be like, hey, I'm busy. But so far, like he's been so gracious with his time. So um, like everybody has different learning styles, and I've had other people work with, like, try to teach me the SDK before. His was the first one that kind of really like went slow enough and allowed it to kind of click in my head. So I really appreciate like his work and what he's been able to do. And you know, like if you can create your own scene either using the builder tools, you know, just in the Decentraland editor, or create your own scene in Blender. That way you'll have like a specific, you know, it won't be a identical scene to somebody else, but then throw the screen in and stuff like that. That'd be really cool. Somebody'd have an instant menu, and that's what we love.
I am thinking about somewhat, I don't know, like maybe asking him one of these days if he has some time and to like kind of just help me or show me, walk me through through like deploying his starter scene,
Yeah, you guys should do like
little
it'd be
video.
cool like like you know not an entire series but like a mini series, right? Like a 2 week series, like you're just gonna do it for 2 weeks, like show, I don't know, or something. It definitely is helpful, I think, when you have like the master walk you through it. um so yeah, you should definitely you should create a scene first in Blender, like a
Mm.
Mew, because then you could have somewhere to put it.
Ah, I see, I see. I mean, my NW build, my IWB builds don't work.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Probably, you probably add that to it. It's all code, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, you guys
It's
tuned
so
in.
scary.
Great
So like
show. They got some great co-hosts here. Like, is that how code works? I don't know. Probably. Probably.
sometimes, but but yeah, I think I'm definitely going to hit him up and see if he has any time, or if not, I'll dig in the trenches and try to see if I could uh find someone to help. But Vanessa, it's funny that you were saying about like, you know, Mr. J Stickle explaining SDK to you and you're kind of like, wow, I understand this method, because it's not like you're not the only person that I know that has said that. I know that old guy uses those videos as a resource, and he says that those videos are also like broken down to the point where it's very like digestible for the newcomer.
Yeah, and then maybe also it's like if I think I've tried to learn it like 3 different times, and so maybe it was like the first time that I ever like learned about SDK, I had to learn like, well, what is VS Code and what is the, you know, the editor, what is the plugin? And so maybe it's just also like by the time that he got to me, I did have exposure to these other components to it already. And so I'm like, yes, I have this installed on my computer already. I tried it, you know, like, so maybe for some of us, it just takes a little longer to, you know, to get to that point. Like I used to have all my students take this like learning style quiz, and it was really funny because there was only one kid ever in my class that was like high in mathematical and everybody else was like low. And so it's, I don't know, like if you want me to draw something I can draw it, but if you want me to like look at numbers and understand where they go, like it's just not my strength. Not saying I can't learn it, but it, I think like realizing that um, and then finding the right teacher that's like, yep, okay, here we go, we can slow down, go way back. Because now I could, yeah, I bet I could do further now, just knowing like one thing he taught me, it's probably always a comma. Like if something doesn't work, it's probably a comma, like not in the right spot, so go check your commas. Make sure you have commas everywhere where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's the most frustrating thing is those damn commas in the wrong spot. They're hard to find when it happens. One of the you guys reminded me in the all hands. Somebody brought up AI prompt to code, and Nico mentioned cursor AI as becoming a method to be able to generate code for Decentraland. I haven't tried that yet. I've been using ChatGPT a lot, and it's imperfect. But that would be kind of cool to at some point easily be able to say like, I want to add a curved screen that makes the avatar disappear or whatever crazy idea you have, and then it just spits out the code. You just copy and paste it.
That is just still mind blowing that that's a possibility.
Well, it's like sort of a reality with ChatGPT, but ChatGPT I've noticed sometimes makes it a little too heavy or just doesn't get it right, and you have to sit there for like 30 minutes like, no, that doesn't work, fix it. And then it keeps trying to give you alternatives until sometimes it ends up working and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I've tried to use that for not code, but like no coding in the Decentraland builder. Like I asked it, like, make it do this, blah, 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 and do not use code. Because the first time it like brought up code, I was like, I don't want to use code. So it's like, okay, recalibrating. And then it like brought up some way of doing it, but it was all just different. It was like, look for the button in the upper right side of the screen. And it's like, that button doesn't exist. So I wonder what it's like, what is it gleaning information from to get to that point? So it was like, yeah, it was I thought I found the magic ticket when I started doing that, and then it was like, no, back to square one. But Dr. Krillo, like, he was able to help with that thing I was trying to build.
Yeah, I still need to join Dr. Krillo's spaces. I don't remember if my time frame right now is really jumbled up. I had in-laws in town for the last 2.5 weeks, and I'm finally free. I don't remember if the Squid Game build by Alan Howick and Peppa God happened before last CBD or not, but I want to shout out that build. It was awesome, great experience. And also Toxic Waifu and MGD. I saw that they were still, exploring so many different things. I saw they explored the collisions on avatars this week, and that you could try it out. I haven't been able to try it out yet, but I was happy to see that. That was really cool. There's like so much happening in the last couple weeks, all over the place. Like today, just this morning, I saw a post on Instagram by, I forget what Instagram user, but it was someone saying this, 5 years ago today or whatever, not today, but Beeple's piece sold for $69 million. Now it's worth $100. And I was just reading all the comments, and it was just like all total BS of people that have no idea what they're talking about. Like, if I could buy that for $100, I would. It's obviously worth way more than $100. And then, like my in-laws, I was able to sit them down and show them Decentraland, the last Stony Eye party that we had on Monday, MoFi Mondays. I put it on my big 86-inch TV in my living room, and they were all sitting on the couch watching the party, and I was telling them, all right, guys, watch, I'm going to turn these lights on now, and bam, turn the lights on. Like, the kids in the crew were like all going, wow, wow, and the adults were just kind of like, that's cool. And I was like, I had this one job to do for this 1 hour of the day. I was like, I need to work just for an hour today on this event in Decentraland. So they sat and watched it, and they were like, looks like hard work. And I was like, oh my God, you guys don't even.
But the in-laws, they're gonna grill you no matter what. They're like to their daughter, honey, are you still sure about this guy? Because I don't know about this. I don't know if he's.
Yeah. And I saw like it's just funny because they say your phones listen to you. There's this post on Instagram. It was a meme of like the perspective of an individual like yourself walking into the family dinner, and so you have the whole family sitting there looking at you, and the words that it said were, "Oh, there's Banksy. How's your little spray art going?"
Oh my God.
It was like, that's just so relevant. It's insane. So I've had like a couple weeks of like feeling worthless while all this magic stuff is happening all around us. And it's been so awesome, and it's like, I guess we only get to enjoy that internally.
That is so real.
I
just want to say, like, my mom, if we're at some like family event and someone's like, oh, so what do you do today? She'll like before I can say anything, she'll interrupt me and be like, "Oh, Data sells NFTs in the internet," and I'm always like, "Oh no, here we go." That's so real.
I thought those were dead. I thought those died years ago.
I know.
It's funny you're saying this because yesterday I treated myself to a pizza. I went out. I actually went out, and I was sitting there at the bar, and the person right next to me, like we start having a conversation. I tell them about the metaverse and stuff. The instance I said the word metaverse, they say, "Oh, that's still around." And I'm like, yes, and then I started like talking to them a little more, and they're like saying, oh, I mean, like, what do you think about Facebook? Facebook is kind of evil in that. I'm like, by any chance, and I just went straightforward and said, by any chance, are you mentioning Facebook because you think that Facebook is the metaverse? And then the person's like, isn't it? And I'm like, no, and just broke their minds.
Yeah, it's just there's like so much bad misinformation out there. It's insane. And then at the same time, like the last few weeks, I've been like going goo goo gaga over Drifters, this new collection by Cyber Brokers, and Dr. Drip knows what I'm talking about. We've both been doing it, and it's like one of the greatest collections that's ever been dropped, and it's not sold out. Like people don't know about it; they're not noticing it. It's like super amazing, but like everything is just so quiet right now. It's insane. The like
So,
high value items are like invisible.
so what's my next addiction?
Well, it's funny because like I don't recommend it as an investment, but as far as like
Oh,
cool item to own and use and IP and all that jazz, it's highly valuable. It's really excellent. You can create. It's like if you combine Vipe with cyber brokers. But it's funny because they've already like quietly sunset a lot of their business. Well, openly sunset a lot of their business because the market is just bad. But they're just like holding steady until a boom comes back, and they're just staying in reserves basically. But even with that out, like I've been buying and selling and trading and flipping and sharing and creating all these avatars that are mine now, and I put them in Hyperfi, and I'm doing all sorts of crazy fun stuff with it and enjoying every second of it. And it's just weird to me how great all this stuff is. Even like Decentraland, all the cool stuff we're seeing inspired, like the Peppa God Squid Game thing was it's so good timing wise with the new season coming out, and how fun it was to participate in that, and it's just like all this great stuff happening and just FUD all around and
Wait,
people
wait.
not paying attention, and it's just like
We're
geez.
getting to the creator. This is actually because Rusan, you started like the shout out phase, and I wanted to come up here and say a specific thing about a new emote that I just bought yesterday. Shang Lao, who I've never, as far as I know, they haven't created an emote before, and they just minted a kickflip emote. You do two kickflips, and it's beautiful. I DM'd Issa because I was like, "Did you collaborate with him on this? Like, is this actually yours?" And she was like, "No, like he did it all himself. Like he's so talented." So everybody, go check it out. I said to him yesterday, like, if you see him around, like, I don't know, we all need to make him feel like loved about it. Cause he was like, oh yeah, like little scary, like launching something, but like I did it and I had some trouble, but like I worked through it. So that's like, just wanted to give him a shout. I think I'll go find his handle and then like drop it in the chat. But just so cool to see like you've never done an emote before, and then you come out with something that's like so beautiful. So super sick. That's all I wanted to say.
that
Yeah, and I believe his wearables in the past were top notch too.
This is amazing. Wow, I can't believe Shang Lao has been under my radar this entire time. He's been hanging around.
I feel the same way. I was like, what? How did I not know that you were this talented?
I'm over here like, can I use my marketplace credits thing? And I still need 61.9 mana.
Did you say 69? Where's Billy?
61.9. Oh,
Ah,
almost
close. Okay.
close, but no 69. And let's see, I see in the crowd some new listeners like Yolantis. Good morning, Yolantis. Hello, Chrono. Or Chronos, sorry. And also, we do have Chrono T in the house on Decentraland. Hello, hello, Risk. Hello, Alan. Hello to, let's see who else is just popping in. Oh, Ennis, welcome. If you're a new listener, thank you for being here. We host these community building Decentraland spaces every week on Saturday at noon Eastern. Um, and you're always welcome to pop in and listen. Um, and hello, hello, old guy. And of course, if you have any questions about Decentraland, you're more than welcome to come up. Alan, we just finished giving Pepe God and yourself a little bit of love with the Squid Games build or game. Uh, Rustan gave you a very, very nice shout out. And keep up the hard work, guys. I mean, Pepe God, oh my God, what a talented individual.
Oh, I'm remembering some of the other all hands things that I liked. There was the mention of the referral program, which I thought was really cool, and I was instantly already realizing ways that I could gain referrals with Art Week, because I'm planning. Hopefully, I could get to it pretty quickly, but I'm planning on making a build with NFT art pieces that I've collected on Rodeo and Tez, like all my favorite artists that I've bought over the years that are still active, and I want to showcase those pieces that I own and invite them into Decentraland using the referral codes, and have a big event showcasing their work and hopefully introducing them and getting them onboarded that way, you know. Um, and then, oh shoot, what was the other thing? I think it just slipped my mind. Like there was a lot of good things in the all hands that got me excited. Um, I do wish that like these people that we we onboard, I wish we could easily onboard them like we could with browser, but now they do have to download a client, which kind of stinks because that's definitely going to be a barrier to them. But hopefully, I can make it exciting enough for them to get them to do that.
Too bad if they're like when mobile comes out, maybe people would be more likely to download an app to
Oh hell
own
yeah, that
than
would be
the
great.
computer. Like I just literally I've got Fortnite, Minecraft, Decentraland, Blender, and I can't. I got to choose one of those to like delete, and it's just like
Yeah,
I don't know which one of my children do I let
Delete
go.
Fortnite right now. It's trash.
No, come on, no. There's no
last night, last night I was inspired very very last second, just before my family went out to go see some fireworks. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna turn on my fireworks at Riviera Roustan and just stay there AFK. So if anybody needs or wants fireworks, they can just pop in. And so I'm setting it up as fast as I can. And my daughter was there watching with me while I did it, and she just whipped out Roblox on her phone because I guess there's an app for Roblox on the phone. So like I think an app for Decentraland at some point, a mobile app, would definitely be super valuable and easier to download.
Yeah, and you know what we should do more for? I mean, I know Fourth of July is a very American thing, but like, there's I don't know how the rest of the world is, but like we just can't have fireworks in much of the Western United States. Like, they're like you just don't have fireworks. You have them in the winter, but not in the summer. So like, if there was a event that I could go see fireworks at, that would be really cool. Like online, like in Decentraland, and I just think like as because of the fire, the hazard, like you're gonna get cooked if you do fireworks. That we should definitely do more of that because as time goes on, I think it's just gonna get more and more restrictive.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny where I live because it's like highly broadcast all over that fireworks are illegal, but they're everywhere. So they're controlled at each beachfront city. There's like fireworks at each of the piers that are near my house. But then if I just go inland, like 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, into like a major Mexican area, it's like fireworks coming from every other house in the neighborhood, just shooting out, and that's where I like to go because it's like real deal dangerous feeling. And where I just take my family to a park, and there's like four families lighting off high quality fireworks, right on the streets, and like the cops even drive by, and they're just like making sure everybody's doing it safely. So it's like illegal, but they're okay with it. Like they, as long as it's somewhat safe, we're good, you know. And it was funny because my daughter was like, "I want to get some tacos or something," and the only place open was Taco Bell, and so we drove around the corner to Taco Bell, and there was a giant fireworks booth selling fireworks next to Taco Bell. And I was like, this is crazy. I don't like, it's illegal, but it's like so accepted. It's weird.
So you don't break the law. You just like it when the people around you break the law. So you
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
pretty lights.
I've actually never had any interest in setting off a firework in my whole life for some reason. It's just whatever to me. But if other people do it, I'll enjoy it.
Well, they take it way more serious by me because, one fire will just destroy everything, like cities. So I wonder if by you also, like the fires last year in Malibu, if did that change anything, or is it just
Well, I saw a report that in LA a bunch of houses caught fire and some people died. But it's just the way it is, you know. Fireworks. It's, I don't know.
It's just the way it is. Oh, go ahead, get out there.
Oh, I was just commenting. I was silent because I was commenting on risks, and it was like the bill that Risk created with Metaryuk to about the tower. How is it? The Burj Hotel, and I believe it's in Dubai. And that's kind of what made me realize, like, you can have entire experiences here with fireworks and have them be like pretty amazing. I think if anybody hasn't checked that out, look in the comments right here on the space and you can see the link to the world of that. And you can ride the drone through the fireworks. And that's something, haven't done that in real life yet. So, that is like another place where the metaverse is superior to real life. But I don't know, maybe it only matters if you can't have fireworks and you're like, maybe I'm the only person that has that issue. So I'll just go sit in DCL Worlds next time.
Yeah, I remember. I think One Exist brought up like a few weeks ago doing like a fireworks tour in Decentraland, and we definitely dropped the ball this fourth, and and we could have whipped something up quick with events where we run around with fireworks, and we just didn't. But maybe next year or New Year's or something.
So if you were standing on like a tall spot in Decentraland, like I'm thinking the airdrop tower, I know you can like the distance is rendered, but not animations, and so I bet you couldn't see it. It would be so cool if you're standing
Yeah,
and then every
you wouldn't.
had fireworks going, but I don't think it would work. You'd lose it.
I already tested it out. It goes to the decimated view, which doesn't show
Yeah, like
the
5.
animations. Maybe someday though. Maybe someday. How cool would that be?
Wonder.
I actually realized last night, like I said, in the big Mexican neighborhoods, it's just like fireworks everywhere. But like if you're in the neighborhood, you only see a certain angle, and sometimes it's hard to see past trees and things like that. And I was like, oh, let's go to the top of the mall parking lot. And so we drove to the top of the mall parking lot, and it was like, as you just described from Airdrop Tower, just seeing like fireworks shooting off all over the distance, and it was really cool.
That is so cool. Maybe New Year's we should aspire to do something in Decentraland. Like it could be a tour. Like like I don't know if you ever drove around looking at Christmas tree lights at Christmas time, but like you just like go around and you find out where the houses are. That would be pretty cool. Just to have a map and maybe like 20 minutes at each spot or something, and or maybe just everybody does their fireworks and you can just rotate through all these scenes. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, like a Candy Cane Lane Christmas light tour would be kind of cool. We have that down here where you drive around a neighborhood and every house is all lit up crazy. That would be cool to do in Decentraland for sure.
Yeah, it would be so cool if you, instead of making like whole new builds, if you just decorated the known builds. Like what if Casa Rustan had like what kind of light display would you have? Like, oh my gosh, naked woman and like so many cool things. I could throw some lights in my palm trees. That'd be so cool if you just decorated like what's already there.
Yeah, kind of like how I did the Cove, right, with Christmas Cove.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of just copy your idea. How's that?
Yeah.
Wait, where's Christmas in July?
Oh yeah, I could put that up now, huh? I do have the new I did buy the #1 Santa jetpack.
Nice. So are you Rustanta or Rusanta or Sant?
Yeah, it's just Santa Rustan.
Saint Rustan.
Saint Rustan.
I like it. I like it. And that's cool. Now you got the #1 jetpack. I think I may know who you may have got it from. Maybe.
Yeah, totally. Odolam. Odolam got it for cheap, and I just paid more than he paid.
Okay, okay. So it wasn't too bad. All right. And let's see, looking around the room. Welcome, Dr. Drip. Hello, Vita. Uh, Mary Shark. Mew, mew, mew. We have Horace in the building. And fuck yeah. I mean, it's been awesome seeing Horace around more often. Makes me wonder if he's cooking in the background. Something tells me he is, or planning to.
I like seeing those old faces come back. It's so nice. Is this what like parents feel like when their kids come home from college and you're like, "Oh, but like you've changed and we've changed and we're so proud of you, honey." I don't know.
Shit, I'm over here like I'm still doing the same thing. I didn't change.
I wasn't gonna say that part out loud, but I was like, "Have we changed?" But yeah, we've changed a lot. We got a shiny new client. We've got the ocean. We got we got Jim. Like Jim.
We still have Jim.
Wait, do we? Yeah, Jim. Okay, he's still here. We have Jim too.
Yeah, as long as we have Jim, things will be all right.
I
Yep.
think so too.
We should have those like religious bracelets, like WWJD, but instead of like what would Jesus do, it's like what would Jim do?
He'd grill up a nice burger on a Saturday afternoon.
I wonder if Jim had burgers for 4th of July now. I'm wondering about Jim's 4th of July.
Well, now you're making me wonder the even deeper question: does Jim celebrate 4th of July? There's a lot
What
of
about,
layers to this.
what about how hot was old guys barbecue on 4th of July?
Oh my gosh. I bet old guy, whatever we all ate, I bet whatever he ate was like 10 times better.
Old guy would be proud of me. I like spontaneously arranged a barbecue for my in-laws, and some of them said it was the best burgers they ever had in their life. So there we go.
I feel so bad for you, Rustan. Like, I don't know, maybe your in laws are great, but like, all the movies and stuff, like Rustan trying to cook for his in laws, trying to share metaverse knowledge with in laws. It feels like you need a spa day maybe after these last 2 weeks.
I do, honestly. I really do.
Like even the best in-laws, they can, yeah, like, oh, poor Rustan. We'll go get you some boba, okay?
Boba? Like the tea?
Yeah, boba makes it all better.
That stuff is so gross.
No,
Why would that help me? It's like having a drink that's like filled with bugs.
oh, where was it that there was a cockroach, a giant cockroach, and we thought of you?
Man, don't do that.
Mm. Oh, I forgot already, but I thought of you.
Oh no.
Was it at the all hands? I think we were thinking of how to make like a giant cockroach follow you in world.
I don't think you appreciate really how much I don't like roaches.
Okay.
I do. Or
Yeah,
I know
it's
exactly.
bullying. It's bullying. It's bullying how you just make fun of it. It's not cool.
Okay, yeah, I'm from the north and we don't have cockroaches, so I'm like, what? They're just bugs, right? And so, yeah, I guess.
No.
What?
They
I'm
fly.
gonna teleport you to my first apartment to live for 3 weeks and see how you feel after that.
I will make a miniature village so that they can tell their story, okay? In tiny typewriters, they have a story to tell too. Okay, they're probably like, guys, you wouldn't believe this giant ogre that lives in my house. Maybe.
No. I won't even tell you my stories because then you'll understand.
Okay, I don't want to re-traumatize you.
Moving on from cockroaches, how about those ferrets? But but on a real note, let's see. We are about to hit our hour mark here, Ganessa. I know that you are limited on time. You got to do some cave crawling, I believe, or something of the sorts.
Today, just driving. I have to drive into California, so I'm in Oregon right now, and sorry, Ruston, it's Northern California. So unless you feel like driving like many hours, it's not quite in your neck of the woods. But yeah, I should probably get going soon. Checkout is They probably don't. I remember one time we did a space and it was past checkout, and they were like yelling at me on the space. So probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, probably should start winding down here. So I mean, we have the host and we have Rustan here. Rustan, do you have any final thoughts for today?
I don't. Yeah, I'm excited. Like so much cool stuff is happening. People coming back, building things. I can't wait for Wonder Zone to finally be shown in SDK 7, and can't wait. I know Aizu and Sango have mentioned that they're working on things. Like there's just so much cool things happening. The things that I'm hearing, people who haven't been around DCL for a long time saying, I haven't been around DCL. I want to check out what's popping. Like I'm just really excited for the potential future, and I hope we get to see some amazing things, and I hope people are ready to take it in.
Yep. It's fun. That's awesome that you mentioned Wonder Zone. The other night, I saw that. Do you? I'm sure you do remember him. Do you remember Jay Party? What
Cheap.
he was one of the streamers like
I
back
think,
in.
yeah, very vaguely, yeah.
I saw he was streaming the other night, and I like popped in there and said hello, and he was saying about like how he a few months ago he popped into Decentraland and went straight to the Wonder Zone. Like didn't even think about it, just muscle memory, went straight to the Wonder Zone. Unfortunately, it wasn't working, but I did drop the hint that like, hey, they're working on the upgrade, so stay tuned. And so yeah, thank you, Rustan, for coming up and speaking, and also sharing your favorite things about the all hands meeting this week. Let's pass it over to Kanessa because I think I cut you off there for a second.
No, it's good. If you think about it like that, there's a chance, and don't don't shoot me, but like there's a chance that this could just be the quietest, like this could be the lull. Like summer, I mean summer's always slower in Decentraland, like, and it should be. We should always hope that summer is slower because it means people are touching grass where they should be. But then there's always like once the weather gets cold, people come back. So this really is like our period of building, like at least in my mind, this is really a good time just to like hunker in, build some cool shit, touch grass. Because then once that weather cools off, I don't know, it just feels like there's more momentum, especially going into music festival. And then if there's more planned for Halloween, those are like two really cool, kind of things to look forward to. So like maybe there's a chance that this is like as slow as it's going to be for a while. And then, just with momentum of other things, yeah, we might be much busier in the future. That would be my hope. So I know I'm working on stuff, not going to be ready for a long time, but I'm like, plugging away on it. And so I'm guessing that might be what, a lot of people are doing, like just working on those longer projects that, passion projects. So yeah, AJ coming up. So yeah, very cool to see so many friends coming back, even if they're not building stuff. I just like seeing my friends come back.
Yes, most definitely. It's that is my favorite part about, seeing anyone that may be coming in. Like it's like, and yeah, if anyone listens like in the future, like it don't be shy to come back in. Like it's like we're all happy to see you. Like, so definitely if you're thinking about like, popping in and saying hello to everyone, whether it's in the CBD Discord or here, like you're always welcome to. And on that note, I'll pass it over to AJ, our new speaker.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Hello. Okay, cool. I was just listening to the tail end of Rustan, what you had to say, and I didn't hear the whole thing, but I can pretty much guess. I mean, you're the perma maxi for Decentraland. I like how you're often just bullish on it, and it's not Pollyannish. Among the people that have been consistently building here, you're up there at the top. So I appreciate the work that you've done, the fun that you've created, and your optimism, and it definitely has helped me to stay optimistic. There's some other things. The slow.
Did everyone else lose AJ?
I lost AJ.
Okay. No, AJ, come back.
I thought it was me. That felt like a shut off, like a I don't know. There's like a little metallic sound. So AI got him.
The AI overlords got AJ.
I guess it's a good time for me to just sort of say maybe my motivation to, as far as what AJ was saying. Like I've always said, I've always done this just for the fun of it. Like, to me, fun is everything. But like a lot of people worry about what can be, what is the future, what it was, instead of just focusing on the now. And for me, like, Decentraland right now, even with the low number of attendees, is the best open metaverse ever. Like, there's nothing in comparison at all. So for me, it's like I'm just taking advantage of what is at our fingertips right now and just having as much fun as possible with it. And those that aren't, or maybe are worried about the future, or maybe think that the future, like for me, like I don't think anything lasts forever. So I don't see, like, I think the odds of like the most amazing ideal Decentraland future that we're hoping for are not high. It can happen, yeah, but I'm not going to sweat that right now. Right now, I'm going to enjoy what I can do with this now, which is something that I cannot really do anywhere else, you know, and I'm rewarded with all the fun that I have doing it and the dopamine hits that I receive from making things. And that's what keeps me going. And it's like I don't burn out because of that. And so I hope more people can maybe have that same feeling.
Love that, Rustam. And I think that, yeah, maybe that's part of the secret sauce of why you haven't burnt out. Because you've gone pretty hard for many, many years here, you know, and created a lot of cool stuff. And a lot of other people have too. And it's just, they've moved on to different things. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think you're onto something. Keep it fun. Have the perspective of it. Ajab, you there at all? I don't think we've got him.
We lost our job to the cryptos. Alrighty, well, I guess this would be a good time to finish wrapping up here. Vanessa, do you have any final thoughts?
I have a request for people. I've been trying to look up anything that could connect like blockchain technology with like historical preservation, and I'm actually kind of shocked there's not a lot out there. Like I'm looking for some blockchain preservation society or something like that, where people are using blockchain to um, mint forever and protect forever, like historical documents and things from the past. So that's super nerdy, I know. So much fun. I'm like the history teacher that's like passionate about history that you guys are like, get out of, I can't win, will the bell ring. But if anybody, I know like there's a lot of people here connected in different ways. If anybody ever comes across something that's, that sounds like somebody doing that, like connecting the past with blockchain tech, please hit me up, let me know, because I'm definitely hoping to do more of that. So, and I'm like, why doesn't this exist? I want to just go join a preservation club, not create it myself because it doesn't exist. So, yeah, that's about it. I'll be traveling this week. I'm gonna be out of Wi-Fi unless I like hike up a mountainside for a few days, 5 days. Uh, so I'm gonna enjoy like being unplugged. But if I seem like I fell off the radar, I didn't. It's just a cliff, and I'll be back hopefully in a few days. So yeah, take care of them, Sin.
Uh, oh man, I can't believe you're entrusting me with this. Oh God. AJ, I do see that your mic muted again. Maybe you're back now?
Yeah, I don't. When did I cut out? I was talking and then I came back on and I'm like, Canessa's talking about not being here. So I'm like, oh, you must not have heard any of that. So
I think we heard like the first half, kind of like what you had um mentioned to Rasan, and then I think you were going into like a second point, or
yeah, okay, yeah. I anyway, sorry about that. I'm just excited about the future. Uh, this past week, I gave Boca a little a walkthrough. Boca from Wisher Vodka. Wisher still owns parcel in here, and when he was working for a corporate company, he got them to buy a huge estate, so they still own land. I mean, there's people that still own land, and yeah, a lot of it's broken. Um, but yeah, I saw Boca here. AKA Horace was at he was at one of them, the all hands or the office hours. I can't remember which. Um, but yeah, I gave props out to Mary Shark, who's working on a build for working on a build for an onboarding I'm doing for Farcaster. I've got a couple of wearables and an emote that's coming out soon, probably early August. And there's an in-world duck race that that I've been working on, and I'm pretty excited about. Just seeing the demo with Canvas and the its ability to code and shit just works. That it's exciting times. And if you've got an idea, uh, you'll need to move out of your comfort zone, of course. But it's the benefit of open source. It's the benefit of a supportive community. If you begin to work towards those things, there are people here, myself included, that can get you to that next step. So uh, give it a shot, give it a try.
Thank you, AJ. Yeah, and most definitely, like, I'm over here, like, I feel like I need to come out of my comfort zone. Earlier, we started the space and spoke a little bit about Mr. J Stickle, how he released his starter kit like scheme, and how I'm thinking about just hitting him up. Here it is, venue start or updated venue start theme repo. And how I was just thinking about hitting him up and seeing if I can get a walkthrough from the master and perhaps he like deploy his curved screen on one of my lands or something. I don't know.
Well, what would happen if each one of us stepped out of our comfort zone for just one thing? Like, we'd have some crazy cool stuff happen.
All right, I'll start learning how to bake. I don't know anything else about Blender. I'm just gonna just get baked.
Damn it, I saw brownies and like cupcakes when you're gonna start baking. Never mind.
uh, but thank you, AJ, for coming up, and yeah, very exciting to hear the things that you've been working on. The duck in-world duck race game. Like, what? Let's go. That's pretty on brand for ABC Decentraland tours, and yeah, I mean, would be something cool to do. Yeah, be able to do in world. Um, so great idea to put that together, and as for the onboarding that you're working towards, like, keep grinding, man. And yeah, I know that you have a network full of amazing and talented individuals. So the more the merrier. If you bring them here in Decentraland, and who knows, maybe Decentraland will click with one or two of those creators, and we'll have like another super user on our hands. And alrighty, I guess it's up to me now for the final thoughts, Canessa, right?
Yep, all eyes are on you.
All eyes on me now. Now that's kind of scary. Now, I mean, but thank you everyone that showed up today. Let's see, in world we have Chrono T, Toxic Waifu, and Jim Cedric. I think I see someone that just popped in. I think it looks like AF Master. Yes, it is the AF Master. Welcome, AF Master. We're just closing down the space now. But I might play some video games after this. And so let's see, Beyond the NFT Monday, I don't think will be happening because I dropped the ball this week and did not line up a guest. So we'll be back next week for Beyond the NFT. But I will be hanging out at the headquarters and just, I don't know, whatever we get into, whether if it's Call of Duty or Fork Knife or TV, but I will be hanging at the headquarters. And oh yeah, the Meta Beast roaming party will be back next Friday. So everyone get your beasts together for that event, and yeah, let's have some fun. And let's see what else. I mean, I think I feel like I'm missing staple events here. Like, I mean, ABC Decentraland tours later today. I think Mr. Cat House was having an event. Uh, like now, let's take a look. Oh, Unity with Rosa is live right now. So if you're gonna hang out on Decentraland, pop into Unity with Rosa. They've been hosting those events for so long now. Like big ups, big ups. And of course, after ABC Decentraland tours, there's the Metatribe Plaza neighborhood party. Um, and the Crypto Minotaur will be throwing down for that one, followed by the Metaverse After Hours with Austin the Shenny. So, I mean, we have a lively Saturday night here, and yeah, let's continue along our day. Maybe touch a little grass before coming back for some more events. Thank you, everyone. Take care, and I mean, I'll be hanging out in the CBD Discord if anyone needs me. Later. All right. I'm coming in here now. So what I'm about to do is probably close the streams on all platforms and then reopen it, just to